Okay, here we go. Have a plan. Go all the way down. Come back. What am I doing today? Warm up. Press down, elevation. Oh, that's like the whole thing. Anything else? Overhead. Oh, okay. I can do both. That's fine. Alright. Should have a should have a stick first. Hi. Hello. Can you hear me? Like a minute ago. Heads go down. No. Shoulder elevation. Press against the wall. Let's warm up. How am I gonna do this? That's fine. Right here. Yeah, not quite too many toys on the house, but leave together for. What else? Oh. Okay. Alright. So, I have like a plan right here that I'm following. So, just going down the list: scapular traction, bicep curl. Going to try like 45 pounds for pull-ups, and then see how I go from there. that's what I was gonna do. I don't remember. Got a bunch of stuff. Put on bed. Hey, belts. And purple band. Get it back. Purple band. Resistant band. Do, 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 do. Right here. Yeah, this might be a little hamstring. No weight. Scapular. Gonna open the windows. A little hot. Windows up. What else? What else? Rotator cuff. My wrist. Where are you? Over here. There. Oh, you can't even see what my forearm's doing. Kinda can, but can't. Oh, okay. That's okay. Almost done with that. Warm-ups. Wrist is the last thing. Oh, that's gonna take a while. Put the mat. Start setting up. 45. Weight plates. Okay. Alright. 10, 20, 20, 30. Weighted, unweighted. Red. Red, just how it is. Alright. Timer, where are you? Oh, Lego truck. I lost my timer. No! Timer! Oh, that's a bummer. Give me 1 second. Can't find my timer. That's a sad part. About being disorganized. Oh hey, it's on the floor. Of course. Of course. Found my timer. No. Alright, warm-ups are done. And now Right there. Aha, that's better, isn't it? Okay, anyways. Bandit. Okay, that floats. No, that doesn't work here. Okay. Timer. So, I've been trying to. I found something called stretch reflex. Basically, when you are all the way right here, and when at the lowest part of your pull-up, when you go into a dead hang, the moment when your head is in front of your arm, so the arm's behind your back, behind your head, like that, your traps is going to have a stretch reflex. Basically, have a momentum to resist you from keep doing this, and then you see how like it just goes right back up here. And this movement is what we're doing for pull-ups. So if we just use a little bit of stretch reflex, that's gonna make the pull-up easier. And I've been trying to figure it out how to do this, and I don't have enough space for this pull-up station, so that's a bummer. And you see how like right here, this area, my chin is supposed to be like right on the bar, but I can't because when I try to go there, I'm gonna hit this door frame, and that's sad. So I've been just, doing the pull-up in a weird position that's not conventional. And if I switch my head to, like if I'm facing this way, there's the hanger, this pole that my head is gonna hit, which is annoying. So after I'm done with this cycle of trying to get to my 45 pounds, then I'm just gonna switch to somewhere else to do my pull-ups. Because 45 pounds is all I got at my house right now, unless I want to lift the water bottles. Okay. Warm-up set number 2. That's not how you do it. That's weird. Oh, absolutely. 10 pounds. 4. Death grip. Good pull. Nice weight. I'm gonna do another warm up with the 25 pounds, and then gonna do my working set, 45 pounds. I really should think that we should switch back to using the kgs instead of using the pounds, because it's like a mindset thing. Because when you think about like adding 5 pounds every single workout, that's like so much, perhaps, to some people, but if you think of it as in kilograms, it's 2.5. And your ego might just push you to do more weight because you want to do 5 kilogram, which is like 10 pounds. And perhaps for calculation wise, I mean either way, I feel like I should have. I think I can still improve on my warm up sets. Like, I can change things around. Now I'm gonna see. Where's my timer? It's right here. Alright. Those are good. Alright. Do 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 do. Pause rep. Alright. Those are here. Put that here. Today is May 15, 2025. Pull day. Going to do about like 45 pounds for what is that? 4 times 3, and then gonna do a little bit of pulse reps to help with my top position, and then I'm gonna do my weighted ring rows for 45 pounds to try to accelerate as high as possible, and then because right now I have 3 accessory work. I have my pulse rep, I have my rows, and the third one I'm thinking I should have bicep curl, but for the previous 2 weeks I've been using chin ups as a substitute, and I have been arguing because for wide pull up wide pull up you're not using that much of your bicep. I mean in general you don't put that much bicep stress, you don't put that much muscle stress on your bicep, but since it is such a small muscle group, it let me do my warm up set and I can show you a graph. 25 pounds. Perhaps I should pause at the very top. Messed up their arm. Anyways, let me show you the graph. Pulling it out. Alright. Right here. This is your bicep. And right here you can see the key. So a lot of dots, that is the white pull. And you see how like this is comparing to the solid line is our normal pull up, shoulder width apart. Dashed line in the middle, that means our chin ups. You see how like this is such little stress. This is your muscle stress over the range of motion from the bottom position to the top position. And you see how like for bicep, especially for wide pull up, it's not that much stress. But if you compare comparing the stress number like 300 on like max compared to this like 1000, the unit is Newton per centimeter square. Either way, what this means is that there's not that much stress on the bicep. But if you think about it, like bicep is such a small muscle group compared to that's tricep. That's weird. Comparing to like our lats. Full chin ups with hands in the middle together. You can try that. The issue with my chin ups. So I have 2 issues with the chin ups. Number 1, right now I'm already doing the weighted pull ups for the wide version. If I add a lot more chin ups, because chin ups is a compound movement, I'm not sure if my CNS is gonna handle it. Yes, I have 1 hour. Thank you. I think I can make it. I hope. Oh, I have to change as well. You know. You gotta believe. Anyways, if I do both pull-ups and chin-ups in the same workout session, it's a lot of stress on like mental fatigue. It's a lot on the CNS, and I might not recover fast enough. Perhaps my muscle can recover fast enough, but like the recruitment on the motor units might not be enough, which means I might just go down instead of improving. But um, yeah, that's the argument I have with having both pull-ups and chin-ups together, and either way, like my accessory workout today are pulse reps and rows, and perhaps just a little bit of chin-ups. See how I feel. If I like it, then I'm gonna keep doing it. If I don't like it, just stop right away, because my elbows, especially on the close grip, it feels really iffy for me, and probably because like I don't train my bicep that much, so have to see from there. But right now, why pull-ups 4 times 3, 4 by 3, 4 times 3, 4 by 3. Setting the weight. I'm resting for 4 minutes, so that's gonna take a while. Uh, yeah, I think I can still make it to the banquet before 4:45. Yeah, I have 1 hour. That's enough, I think. Anyways, water. Hydrate. Rose. I have I have heard like arguments of such that you shouldn't do a lot of, like, I heard argument that you should not do any isometric movement. My bad. Yeah, no. Isolated movement. Isolation movement. That's the word. Isolation. You shouldn't be doing like bicep curls unless you're doing bodybuilding quote from someone. And well, I got what he meant by you should, have your all your accessory work be supporting your main lift, which is pull right now, and you shouldn't be doing bicep curl because it is such a small group and it might be a waste of your time. That's such a, like, that that might be too one-sided. I feel like, huh. Alright, 4 minutes. 45. Alright. 3 reps. 3 reps. First done. Mango. Yeah, I gotta do 3 more of that. Resting for 4 minutes straight. Forearm is definitely one of the part that you need to include in your accessory, but should you include like all of the accessory in the same workout in the same cycle? Perhaps not. Okay, go help with Kitty Hawk. Good luck. I'll be there in 1 hour. Trust. Yep, 4:45. 4:45. Three minutes. Okay. Try to drive elbow down. So one thing I learned the other day is that instead of pulling using your arm first, you should use the execution of like bring your entire elbow down, because that activates your lats right away compared to using your arms and then activate your lats. And at an initial position, that's probably like one of the hardest point for you to do the lift. And if you can like activate your lats right away, that that acceleration is so much faster and so much greater. And as well as, at the very end of your range of motion right here, that is when your lats is like fully stretched. So if you can use your lats right away from this position, then that's how you can accelerate upwards. I learned it. Do. Yeah, last night. Yeah. Last night, I drank too much water and I woke up like 4 times just so I can go to the bathroom and go back to sleep. It was horrendous. So I didn't really get that much high quality sleep, which is really sad, you know. Anyways, I'm also sick. Poland probably. I hope that's Poland, not something else. So yeah, not the best condition, but we're still lifting it. Yep, that's correct. All right, another one. I would want some liquid chalk because my grip is not the best. Because I'm training my pull right now instead of training my grip. So using chalk is not cheap. It just helps me to lift heavier. Ugh. You gotta blow it to make it white. To make it dry, I would say. Alright. Oh, don't lean back on that one. So the program that I'm using right now, alright, is that I'm starting from 3 times 3, and then every single workout I either add a set or add a rep, and I just keep going, adding more volume until I can do 5 times 5. After I can do 5 times 5, I add 20 pounds to my original 3 times 3, and I just keep going. And so I'm just adding more volume and volume, and as for right now, it works pretty well. Oh hey. Anyways, 335. What is 335? Two more. Huh? Yeah. Do. 2 more minutes to go. I switched back to using wide pull-up because that's where my pull-ups are the strongest. And since I'm lifting really heavy weight, I would rather be safe than, you know, trying to lift very heavy from closer grip. And what I learned is that if I'm doing like shoulder width apart or like 1.5, a lot of time I tend to like flare my elbows out at the very top position, while I instead what I should be doing is like have it down and backwards slight bit. And depends, because like if you're trying to just like flare your elbows at a very top position, you're cutting the range of motion. Perhaps it can work, but most competition doesn't allow you to do that, and it really depends on like your goal. And my goal is just to lift very heavy without having to worry about elbow flares. And even if I want to do elbow flares, it doesn't really work out because I don't have that range of motion right here, since this door frame is blocking me. So that's a sad part. Or 1 minute. Aha. Still dry. Yeah, a year ago, like I need to shave every week, every 2 weeks, and now I need to shave like every 2 days, every 3 days. So Asian genetics. Do, 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 do. Not gonna lie. Anyways, let's do. Third set. Yeah, to switch to a better pull bar the moment I get off this 45 pounds, because when I'm at my very end of the range of motion, when I do my dead hang, my feet can touch the floor, and I guess instant. Like I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just using my feet to cheat a little bit, which yeah. Uh, so let's see how it is. And two pause more on top because that's the range of motion that I'm like weak at. So that's what we're gonna be focusing today, and as well as doing the rows. Perhaps we can only do pause reps and rows. Maybe I need to skip my chin ups, and I just need to go to Kitty Hawk right away because I also gotta change, and I'll make it. I'll make it. Why can't I use this? But I could. Why can't I use this grip? Hold up, this grip. Wait, this grip. Alright, got one more. And I'm gonna switch to pulse reps. Yeah, I'm really weak at the top position compared to lower. Do, 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 do. It's getting hot. Airflow. One minute rest. Choke on water. Alright. Yeah, in like 2 or 3 days, I'm gonna try 3x4 for my weighted dips. So I'm gonna increase one rep, but decrease the total sets. And I'm, I feel like I can already do it, but last set. Let's go. Perhaps that is ego. Perhaps that is actual full range of motion. I would check the string to see if those movements were valid or not. But gonna switch to pulse reps, and most likely just gonna be pulse reps and a little bit of top half part of the pull-ups. But either way, when I'm training for that position, that feels a lot more like I'm training for a muscle up, because like my head is all the way right here, which is still away from the bar, while like for traditional actual pull-ups you should be a lot closer like this. Can I actually just... Yeah, that's an adult. Anyways, let's think longer then. Is it a good idea to add an extra set even if you're not supposed to? Just trying to catch the curve, right? Maybe not, maybe not then. Yeah, no. I done all of my working sets. Now let's switch to pulse reps. Okay, it's 40. I got about like 30 minutes ish. Okay. I was gonna risk it and do another set so I can skip a day. I could. But I'm gonna resist that temptation because I still don't feel confident in my pull-up technique. So I'd rather use a day just so I can practice that technique instead of going all out. Drop the weight back to 25 pounds. Top position. Huge pause. Oh. Okay. How many was that? 5? Oh. think I'm tired now. No, let's do one more. That. Let me see how it goes. Don't want to do too much volume. Like. That's weird. Gonna rest for 1 or 2 more minutes. Gonna do one more set of pulse rep. Switch to weighted rows. And drink a little bit of water. Change. And I'll be at school. Sounds good. Hold up, I'm retiring? Oh, okay. Should have figured it out earlier. Oh wait, hold up, that's what the banquet is for. I forgot again. That means I'm probably pretty old. And yeah, well, yeah. High school senior. High school senior. Yeah, I think my negative is too slow for the last set. And instead of doing it slow, I should do like 1 or 2 seconds. At least have the control, but I don't have it too much. Okay. Never mind on that one. Last one then. Yep, top position. Okay. So when do I really have time to work on the accessories like those? Because I want to do a lot more on the like top half of the pull-up, but if I do too much, that means I can't recover fast enough, and my next workout is not gonna be as good as the previous one, which means I'm not improving at all. So how can I add that type of accessory work to my pull-up? Is right now the correct time to practice for the top half weak point of my pull-ups? Perhaps. I don't know. Maybe. Don't know the full answer. But if you're thinking about it, that's fine. But the fact that I'm training for my weighted pull-ups, weighted rows, that's taking over the things that then I think instead of training for I think instead of training for weighted rows, it is either gonna be weighted rows or the what is it, or the top half weak point. I can't have both at the same time because both of them are quite fatiguing and it's not a great choice. It always hurts when, like, there's nobody watching and it just feels like I'm talking to myself, but that's okay. Yeah. I mean, the reason why I started live streaming since yesterday was not because, like, I'm thinking of it as like I'm really gonna be into this, but it's like a bucket list. I always want to be a streamer, but my MacBook is definitely not the best streaming equipment, so I decided to put it on the phone, and hey, it works out. I hope it works out fine. I haven't checked the audio yet. Do I need to have my mic, or do I not need my mic? Anyways, alright. Yeah, so easy. I can get it done before I'm late. Sure. Let's see. Alright. Going to do. Let's just double check on my training log, making sure that I am doing the right thing. Okay, 45 pounds, 888. Okay, sounds good to me. And all I care about right now is explosiveness. So that's what we are training for. And I hope my downstairs neighbor doesn't report me for anything, because usually I'm not that loud, so that's a good thing. Alright, now here is where things get interesting, because I'm going to lower this down, lower that down, lower this down right here, and hopefully that works. So this is, I only do home workout. Well, I do weighted calisthenics. It's like street lifting. I go to the gym just so I can, get more weight plates and get safer. I've done like home workout for, let's say, 2 years, and now, progressive overload. I can't really find that much ways to do it. So I do go to the gym for weighted dips. That's not good. Okay, be right back. Here, there, this, that, here, there. And this, that, what? Oh, yes. Well, I remember now. It's always a trouble trying to connect everything. So the hardest part about weighted rows, doing it at your house, is trying to find the sweet spot for your weighted plates and hooking it on. I would rather have it shorter. This, that, right here. These for weighted rows. Okay, that's awkward. Here we go. Rotate. Here we go. All right. Don't fall. No. That's 25 pounds down the floor. trying to do explosiveness. Blah, 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 blah. Can't talk. Alright, I'm awake. It's awkward. Yep. Nope. And this get locked again. Alright. There has to be an easier way for me to get into the position. I really wish there is. And I should find it. Because that took me 10 minutes just to do a single with the rows. Uh-oh. Okay. Well. That's okay. Two more. Gonna rest for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then gonna do another one. So that's gonna take 4-minute rest. Let's say with the rows, that's gonna take 1 minute. 5, 6, 10. Oh, I can make it. Because I gotta go somewhere. I gotta be somewhere at 4:45, and I thought I couldn't make it, but I should be able to if I follow my timer. Yeah, the hardest thing about weighted rows is actually the setups, and perhaps I'm doing half reps right here. I had to check the footage. Damn. Yeah. Should I go lighter then? Let's go lighter. Remove 10 pounds. Say bye bye. And let's see how it goes. Because I really want my elbows to be behind my back, behind my entire body like that. That's the end range of motion, and that's when I have complete scapular retraction, and I want that. And I can't do that if I'm lifting too heavy, and that's really just ego lifting. So the purpose why I'm doing the weighted rows is just so I can reach that end range of motion, so I can squeeze that scapular. So yeah, it humbled me again. Of course it did. Now during the lift, the weight plates, they were touching the floor at certain points, so I have to make sure that I do a hip thrust type of deal, just so they don't get knocked on the floor, which is awkward. Oh hey! Alright, let's go. No, awkward. Got it. Okay. Hey, I did it. 1, 2. Thrust. Overhand grip. Okay. Alright. Am I doing it right? That's dope. I should figure it out. Because the end range of motion for a... Can you even see me? For the end range... Okay, that's awkward. Never mind, I'll just stand right here then. Oh. Hi, can you see me? Anyways, I can't see the chat because the camera is flipped. Anyways. What am I gonna say again? Oh, end range of motion. You know, for bar rows, how like there's a bar, when you touch your chest with that bar, like you know that's the end range of motion. But if you're doing it on the rows, how can you count the range of motion? Did you count it as when your elbow is behind your entire body, or did you count it when your elbow forms a 90 degree? Or did you count it when, I don't know, man. It really depends on your goal, doesn't it? And my goal is for that scapular retraction, which means I gotta feel that scapular retraction instead of feeling it on my forearm right now, which means I'm probably doing a little bit too much of using my arms instead of using my lats, which means I should be moving more of my elbows back instead of moving more of my arms back. How can that help? What time is it? Oh, exactly, I can finish in time. Alright, this is probably gonna be my last set, and I'll call it a day. Yeah, right. It was not a good idea. Doing chin ups, rows, and pull ups, all three of them at the same time. All three of them, they are compound movements, and all three of them, they require so much CNS to support you. Which means they're gonna cause a lot of fatigue. Oh, that's probably why. Alright. Good to know. Gonna rest for another 30 seconds. And I'll be there. I did? Yeah, I did twice already. Okay, I'm getting a headache. Okay. Should have walked around, but my weighted belt doesn't want me to do it. Mostly because I'm lazy. Okay, stretch out my lower body. Blood flow. 1, 2, overhand, grip, down, up. My weight belt like this. Don't do that. Do that. Okay, that's good. Arms. Tight grip. First. Squeeze my glutes. Oh god. Alright, that's fine then. Okay, that humbles me. Why? Why? Anyways. Alright, clean up and then talk. Why? Why does that happen? Because last time I did 40 pounds, 45 pounds just fine. And now I'm doing 35 pounds and I can't even finish the third set with good form. Was it because last set I was using a lot of momentum and this time I'm not using a lot of momentum? Or could it be a different reason? That's weird. Anyways. Alright. Here we go. Alright. What time is it? It is. It is 23. So, thank you guys for watching. And or I'll check the footage later. And that's fine. I'll do it. Why not, right? Pump check. Right here. Right there. Aha. Right here. Aha. Delete this light. Don't like that one. Oh, this is a lot of front light. But let me get my slipper. Aha! High boost. No, no. Lower down the tripod. Aha! Lower it down a little more. Aha! There we go. You know what that is? space manipulation. Oh, okay. Peace. Bye bye. Oh, damn, that's a nice rotor. How do I. And, alright, here we go. Bye bye. Bye bye.